Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to first thank Dr. Rashid and the organizers and sponsors for arranging this really good event. And it's the perfect platform for us to share our ideas. Though the speakers have a short time slot, and I think the message is to basically share the information that we have. So my topic today is the future of project management, machine learning, and AI. I was a bit worried. Two speakers ago, he said the human side of project management. And that worried me because after that fantastic speech, it was difficult to follow up and say that, you know what, machine learning and artificial intelligence is going to be the future of project management. But that said, as God had it, the previous speaker summed up perfectly for me, or set the platform where he said the various operational complexities that are there in project management with all the various systems, and also summed up well on the different types of projects. And I'm here to say today that the future of project management is not about forgetting the human side, but rather aiding the human side with machine learning and artificial intelligence. So I'd like to start with just asking the simple question of what is machine learning? Before I actually answer this, if I may just have hands up on how many of you know what machine learning is or have you used it? I can see very few, but you'd be surprised to know that you're dealing with it in and out on a daily basis. If you've ever shopped on Amazon for any of your products, or even Souk.com, if you've ever worn a fitness tracker, if you've ever used an Uber, you are using machine learning in some way or the other. And not to forget DNA sequencing or even cancer research, just to name a few. So before I answer machine learning, I think we need to just go back to kind of the fundamental question that was initially asked. How can we build a computer system that automatically improves with experience? And what are the fundamental laws that govern all learning processes? And we've had some fantastic speeches from the morning about the importance of learning, and as Dr. Rashid said, about the knowledge management system as well. So this was the fundamental question when it came up in the early 50s or even prior to that. And the answer was, whereas computer science has focused primarily on how to manually program computers, what machine learning is taking it to the next step, which is to focus on the question of how to get computers to program themselves. And I think that is the future of machine learning. It is not about telling the computer, go and do this. It's about telling the computer, this is the set of data I'm giving you. Please fetch me what you can find out. And again, some of my slides are vindicative about what the earlier speaker said, which is again the unknowns. How can you find unknowns? And when you have computer systems to help you with finding the unknowns, why not use it? And with the large disparate systems and the amount of data that's lying around in every organization, it's probably the perfect opportunity for us to explore machine learning in the field of project management as well. So I'd like to sum up what machine learning is as they are computer programs that learn with changes, and changes either in structure, program, or data, and fundamentally leads to future performance improvement. So they learn by experience. And we've heard about project managers learn by experience, and machine learning is exactly that. It learns by experience. I'd like to quickly go through the evolution of machine learning. Though it seems to be a new subject in the field of project management, it has been widely used. I'd like to briefly go through at least some of the fundamental areas where we have reached to where machine learning is today. I'll start with as early as 1950s, and it was the first building of the Pacific Railroad, followed by the floating bar, as we all project managers have used in 1986. In 1927, the Gantt chart, and in 1940 is when we had the first big breakthrough, which is the human reasoning. It's about the science of understanding human reasoning. Not just about assumptions, but rather understanding the human reasoning or the logic as a formal subject of mathematics. So it was actually quantifiable. Followed this by the critical path method in 1957, And the first major program that most of us are aware of by Arthur Samuels, which is a checkers program, where a machine could actually try and play a game and learn from the experience of playing the game, so as it got better. And we have more modern examples of the Go player, which is the automatic machine learning program that can even beat a Go player, which is one of the most complicated games in the world. And it learns with experience, or even the chess. Followed this by 1970s onwards. In 1975, we had the first genetic algorithms which used machine learning, which allowed us to start the DNA sequencing through machine learning. And the first Snowbird Machine Learning Annual Conference in 1987 with only a few hundreds, and it runs into a few thousands today.